Hi, welcome to the channel today. Today I'm going to be putting up a secondary fence, trying to control the deer from getting in here. I have had deer get in here a couple of times, and so what I'm going to be doing is putting in a kind of a dual fence. And I'll turn you. I'm going to put a secondary fence about 3 foot out from this fence here. I did go use this lawnmower, and I got a T-post there. I'm going to put every T-post about as often as the other T-posts are, about 20 foot apart. I'm going to use that little twine you see right there to put in 3 twines, I think is what I'm planning on, and putting 3 twines down through here and coming off this post. This could be a sharp curve here, but I think I made it when I was mowing it, so it should work. And then I'm going to go down here where I mowed, and I'm doing all this so at least, you know, if I have to stay out of here for 3 months, it'll work. And then come down here. I do have these sensors here that will, you know, alert. They work a little bit, but didn't work enough to keep the deer out. And then I'll come up here, and again I'll have to, you know, place some more T-posts here and go all the way up through probably about where those T-posts are and go all the way to that next fence. Because I don't know if they're coming in from this side, or they can't come from this side, or this side, or that side over there. I don't think they're coming in next to the road, so I'm not going to be doing that because that would start getting, you know, a lot of T-posts. But we're going to try this, see if it works. I've heard that it works well because deer cannot tell depth perception, and they don't want to get trapped inside, you know, a tight lane. So we're going to try this out. I'm going to leave these sensors here to go off. I am going to harvest this corn here, and then here's where the deer's been getting in, and it's been knocking the tops of the leaves off, and he's going to continue to come in here, and that's why he's coming in after is the peas, the field peas, cow peas. He hasn't really caused any problems until then, but then he seems to have a hankering for that, so we're going to try to make that hankering harder for him to get into. But anyway, I'll be back when I show you after I get the T-post in. I've got the T-post in. I've got the twine stuck here. What I'm probably going to do is take some flagging and put kind of a couple of spots in each, on the top rung, maybe on the bottom one. Just something so the deer can see it. I have thought about maybe trying to run another line across here, but the horse likes to stick his head over, and I think he'd end up messing it up. So kind of what I probably won't. One concern I do have, you'll come down this way. I didn't think that it would pull that hard, but this post here may start bending in more and more. If it does, I can probably tie it off that post there. But if you're going to have a very long haul, you want to put in a solid post here and at each end, so it won't pull in. Make these things, you know, I see how that works. May have to come back and redo that, or at least tie it back there, but that's going to make mowing harder. But I can get around that if I go tie up high. But anyway, we're going to see if this works. I did stop it before I got all the way to the end part. I got to the end of the guard, not to the end of my, so he could come all the way up here and come across. I don't think he's doing that. I think he's jumping on this other side, or jumping, you know, into the orchard area. So we'll see how this works, and I'll keep you updated on it. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, try to play all this stuff up so I can get another crop in here. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.